use her healing hands to heal him. That will help with her practice. She be gaming. It's me, I'm back. Welcome back to Skyrim, Sunday friend. And we are here with Shalal, and we're at the Nightcrawler Temple. She came to speak with Arendor, and unfortunately to give him the sad news about Ariana. Arendor and Ariana had become quite close, and so Shalal wanted to make sure that he knew. That he was aware of her passing, so that he could take the time to grieve. Crazy thing though, when they arrived, there were 3 frost troll basically guarding the entrance. And so Shalal and J'zargo had to fight them off. Wasn't easy, but they managed their way through it. And Arendor let them know that he'd kind of been trapped inside for quite some time, hoping that these trolls would leave, but they hadn't. They are on their way to the Shrine of Azora, because Shalal wants to travel there and to pray to Azora and ask Azora to provide Ariana safe passage and travels and to watch over her soul on the other side. And Arendor wanted to join them. So that's their first destination. They're going to travel through the night. It will definitely be a journey. They'll take a few carriages when they can here and there, but they're all pretty much determined to get there as soon as possible. So we'll meet them there. They've made it to the temple. It was quite the journey, and they are quite tired.
I've never admitted this before, but I've killed more than I care to admit. I'll just leave it at that.
As have we, friend, as have we. She's not sure if there's going to be anyone else here. She is hoping they can have a bit of privacy, and that it's just the 3 of them. Oh yes, they do have the place to themselves. This is where Ariana used to stay before she met Shalal. This was her home. She was a devoted follower of Azora, and Azora used to speak to her often. But before she met Shalal, she had no one. No family in Skyrim, no friends to speak of. And so Shalal and the rest of them kind of became family to her, which is why she thought it was so important to come here and leave an offering. She's going to leave an ice wraith teeth to remember Ariana's amazing magic and the ice astronaut that she used to always summon. She's also going to leave a moon sugar, which is a pretty common offering from Khajiit in these times, and 2 nightshade to represent her mourning. Azora, we ask you to watch over our friend now. Give her safe passage as she makes her way home to you. Watch over her, and let her know that her friends will always be thinking of her, and will remember her. They could stay here for the night, but it is quite cold, and there's really only shelter enough for one.
My parents are long dead.
So, they're going to make their way to the College of Winterhold, where they can get some shelter and they know they're welcome and safe. And they may stay there for a day or 2. Because Shalal also wants to spend some time improving her magic, her restoration magic. She's determined to learn more secrets of restoration as much as she can, and to find a way to be able to bring back loved ones, should they perish. There has to be a resurrection spell, or some way to learn to do this. And if she's going to figure it out, it's going to be at the college. Well, it is the next morning.
You assured me that you'd cover
And
my
Shalal is back at the
expenses.
college for a very
That,
specific
my nervous
reason,
little friend, has not happened. Would you care
and
to
that's
comment
to
on that,
increase
perhaps?
her restoration skills.
Yes,
She wants to spend some time
I was
practicing
unaware that I had forgotten that.
because she
I will,
realizes now that
I
she needs
mean,
to get
I'll
much
take
better
care of
at
that
it.
as soon as possible.
This is just the elf she wants to see as well. Hello, Enter. Can we take a look at your inventory?
Even with the college's laid-back attitude, there are still some things that are off limits.
Inventory. Oh,
But it really is quite valuable.
What?
that was strange.
Nothing.
Is he practicing
There
some new
are
spells?
some
Magic,
experiments
perhaps?
the college frowns on. If you ever need something, especially something hard to come by, let me know.
Exactly why we're here, friend. We understand that you're someone we can get things from.
Shh. All right, let's not overdo it. Meet me in my quarters.
After running from Nightcaller Temple,
In your quarters?
I wandered Skyrim for years, until I was taken in.
Why does Shalal have to meet him in his quarters? It's a bit odd.
I've spent a long time building up a list of contacts for goods from all over Tamriel.
That's good to hear. Can we do business?
I hope you've got some coin.
We have the coin. What do you have?
Let's just take a look then.
Okay. She's hoping he has restoration spells. A resurrect spell in particular. He does have quite the inventory, doesn't he? Scroll of Conjure Frost Atronach. This scroll reminds her of Ariana, that's for sure. She does wonder where he acquires all this merchandise from. He carries nothing restoration. That doesn't help Shalal at all. Well, Enter really didn't have much
I'm
to be
working
able
on
to
some
offer,
very important research, I
offer
assure you.
Shalal.
Urag can be very helpful. Just don't antagonize him.
So, she's gonna go try and
You
see if
haven't
she
heard
can
any
find
more about dragon
Colette
sightings, have you?
No, which is fine
and
with me.
maybe talk to her.
Pity.
See
You
if
have
she'd be
any
willing to help
idea how
Shalal
much
train,
fangs would be worth?
or maybe
Or
she
even
has some
better,
items she can
bottle
buy
their
off of
flame.
her.
Right by.
She's gonna try to find Colette. She's not too sure where she is. She's always amazed at how beautiful it is at the college. Even though it's a shadow of what it used to be, it's still quite the sight to behold. Oh. Who are they? College guards. Has something happened at the college that requires some guards?
Need something?
Huh. Perhaps. She has been gone for some time. Out of all the mages, Colette's always the one the most difficult to find. Oh my gosh, Shalal forgot how much she loves this here. Well, she is at the college. She might as well practice a little bit more alchemy while here as well.
How are you today, my green-skin friend?
Is that Colette
Did you
speaking?
need something, Colette?
Yes, it is.
I only wish to escape the constant glaring of my colleagues and discover an opportunity for repose. Your
Where is
arcanium
she?
is so lovely and quiet.
I see.
Don't fret, my fanged acquaintance. I shan't trouble you a bit.
Where is she? Oh, here she is. Hello, Colette.
Restoration is a perfectly valid school of magic, and don't let
It is.
anyone tell you otherwise.
We won't, friend. We agree with you completely. Can you teach us more? We're hoping you can help us train.
I'll gladly share my knowledge with you.
Oh, fantastic. All right, she's going to train up a bit. Excellent. It's a great way for her to put her gold to use as well. She has enough gold to be able to train up a couple things. As far as Colette can take her, really. That's it. And she also wants to see what she has for sale.
So you wish to master the arcane arts?
Expert Robes of Restoration. Minor Staff of Turning? She does have a couple tomes. She's not sure if she'll have the one she's looking for, though. No. Dang it. Shalal's beginning to wonder if such a spell even exists.
Until next time.
Or perhaps the spell's so well hidden that it's kept for those that are only masters in restoration. She could see how a spell like that could do serious harm if in the wrong hands. She does feel sad that Colette chooses to spend so much time alone, away from the rest of the college, simply because they tease her.
Why are my research materials constantly disappearing?
That doesn't seem right to Shalal. There's so much good that can come out of restoration magic.
Once again, I have found very insulting notes left in my personal effects. Simply barbaric.
Oh, that's horrible. Why do they tease her so? She's never asked the librarian if he has
I don't
any
want to
items
see
for
you
sale.
treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear?
Very clear, friend. We wouldn't think of it.
Hundreds of years have gone into assembling this collection. It's going to stay pristine, understand?
I'm gonna see what he has for sale.
Assorted books, scrolls. I'm sure you'll find something useful.
Until next time, friend. Shalal's not gonna get discouraged, and she's not gonna give up. She's never really taken a look at exactly what this is. She can make scrolls. Is that what it is? Notes on restoration. Study your notes. Restoration spells are 20% stronger for 1 minute? She can create a scroll that does this for her? She just needs a piece of paper. Oh, there are other scrolls that have been created here as well. She guesses she's supposed to have been taking notes on her studies and her progress. She had no idea. To create your scrolls, you will need a spell tome of the spell you want scrolls of, and rolls of blank parchment. The tome is, of course, rendered unreadable in the process. Very interesting. Well, if she can find a piece of paper, she'll start by creating... Oh, she has to steal it, though? She doesn't want to steal paper. Is there not some paper she can just take for crafting? Oh, there's all this paper here, but it would be stealing if she took it. Surely the librarian won't mind if she takes one roll of paper. Just so she can create her scroll. Notes on restoration added. That's the first scroll Shalal's ever made. J'zargo would be proud. She just remembered that she also has these scrolls. Conjuration scrolls. She got all these from battling the saints and seducers. She's not going to have any use for them, so she'll see if the librarian might be interested in purchasing them. They are pretty rare. There is a mage at the college whose expertise is in conjuration, but for some reason, Shalal feels that these scrolls would be in safer hands with the librarian than with him. Oh, they'll fetch 212 gold each. That's perfect, actually. Oh, she had more scrolls than he could purchase.
Fight well.
Thank you. She does feel it was a good decision to leave the scrolls with him, rather than anybody else. Right, well, since she's here, she'll spend a little bit of time practicing some alchemy, and see what new potions she might be able to discover. She also just remembered that she has a few new ingredients she can try to discover their properties. She's been eager to do that, and now's as good a time as any, so she might as well. Right, okay. So, she has quite a bit of ingredients, actually. Alocasia fruit. Stamina regeneration. Interesting. Bliss bug. She only has one of these, though. She doesn't know if she'll ever be able to find another one, so she might just hold on to this as a collection item. Blister pod cap. Restores magicka. Flame stock. What does this do? Restores health. Oh, that's great, and she has 36 of these. Green butterfly. It's so pretty. Also restores magicka. Heart of Order. She has 2 of these. She's almost afraid to try this one. She's going to think on this one for a little bit. She might come back to it. Hunger Tongue. Weakness to fire. Isn't that interesting? She only has one of these as well. Purple butterfly wing? Restores health? She only has one red kelp glass bladder. She has 8 of these. Rot scale. Oh, it smells horrible. But if she doesn't try it, she'll never know what it does. Slow? She doesn't know what this does. Screaming Maw. Regenerates magic. Thorn Hook. She has 11 of these. Lingering damage to health. Void Essence. So beautiful, but she only has 2. Restores health. That's actually great because she really needed that. And 2 Watcher's Eye. Night Eye! As a Khajiit, she naturally already has Night Eye, but so fascinating. Worm's Head Cap. That's the last ingredient for her to try for now. Fortify Lockpicking. Oh. Ugh. Well, like always, Shalal feels horrible right now. Pretty sick, actually. That's what comes with being an alchemist. And that Watcher's Eye is also making her quite dizzy.
Why am I
Well, the effects of these ingredients that she just tried, it's definitely going to take a little while to wear off. The day is still quite early, but Shalal needs to rest. She's going to have to give these effects time to wear off. Oh, at least the Watcher's Eye wore off. So she's going to go take a little nap. They may spend 1 or 2 more days at the college.
I've never admitted this before. But
And
I've
then
killed
they're
more
going to
than
head
I care
out.
to admit.
So she's going to take the rest she definitely needs, spend maybe 1, maybe 2 more days at the college, just to give J'zargo enough time to practice what he'd like to practice, and then they're going to head out again. Well, Shalal and J'zargo are just outside of Winterhold, and J'zargo has told Shalal that the best way for her to improve her magic is to practice. So that's what they're out doing. Oh, that wolf seemed a bit confused. They're basically out here so that Shalal can practice her magic. But to do that, she has to willingly put herself in danger. Why this wolf is attacking J'zargo and not her, she has no idea. She can heal J'zargo while this is happening, though. She'll use her healing hands to heal him. That will help with her practice. Seems like she's having some trouble with the wolf. Are you okay, friend? Ah, perhaps because it was an ice wolf. And a little bit stronger than the regular wolves you meet on the roads. He seems to be alright though, and it did give her a chance to practice her restoration magic. They'll go a little farther out, see if they can find some more wolves to practice on perhaps. Collect some pelts at the same time. Does Shalal ever love being just the 2 of them? With J'zargo by her side, she feels like she can do anything. She's not too sure how much practicing they're actually going to be able to do today. Oh, there's some more wolves and horkers over here. They'll definitely be good practice. Oh, J'zargo! Friend, you have to give us a chance! Here we go! Oh, boy. He won't allow any harm to come to Shalal, which makes it very difficult to train. Is that a bear over there? There are a few bears over there. Good training, yes, but maybe just a bit too much for today. She doesn't want any harm to come to J'zargo either. Well, what do you say, friend? Are we done training for today? Yep. They're done for today. Tomorrow, they leave the college. And Shalal has somewhere special she'd like to take J'zargo. Just the two of them. She thinks it's time they have a little heart-to-heart. It's the next day, and Shalal and her friends are leaving Winterhold. She did enjoy the couple of days they spent there, and she learned a lot about restoration magic while she was there. So it was definitely worth the visit.
Hey, you mix potions, right? Can you
Oh.
brew me an ale?
Brew you an ale? Well,
One of
probably
the guards
could.
said he saw a mage appear out of thin air. Claimed it was
Really?
one of those Sijik monks. Man's been hitting the skooma, I say.
A Sijik monk.
After running from Nightfall
These
to
guards
Temple,
are quite
I
chatty,
wandered
aren't they?
Skyrim for years.
Arendor's going to be heading back to Dawnstar. And Shalal and J'zargo are going to be going somewhere special. With the passing of their dear friend Ariana, it reminded Shalal how short life truly is. And how important it is to make sure that you spend it with the ones you love. And that the ones you love know that you love them. And she wants to make sure that J'zargo knows exactly how she feels about him. So she's going to take him somewhere special and tell him just that. Before they go their separate ways, though, the night before, a courier came and delivered a note to Shalal. She completely forgot about it until now. So she might as well read to see what exactly it was. She thinks it's this one, a request to meet. Locate the author of the mysterious note. Thank you for your efforts to protect my realm. My realm? I believe you possess something that I am in search of, and I require it before I return home? It is the artifact from the Shivering Isles that served as the focus of Thoron's depraved rituals. Oh! Who sent her this note? Meet me beneath the Arch of Solitude upon the shore so that we might make an exchange. What exactly is Shalal in possession of that this individual needs? She also doesn't trust anyone that is associated with Thoron. So when she does go to meet this individual, she'll be going fully prepared for a battle. Because you never know. And she also knows that she's being hunted by the saints and seducers, so she's got to be extra careful. They've arrived. Everything else can wait. Nothing else matters right now. She just wants to have this moment with J'zargo. Will you follow us, friend? Eldergleam Sanctuary is the most beautiful, sacred place Shalal can think of. It's the perfect place to bring J'zargo. Shalal's extremely nervous to have this conversation with J'zargo. Mainly because they've never really spoken out loud about how they feel about each other. Neither one of them has had the courage to tell the other how they truly feel. So she's just not sure. She thinks she knows, but she's not sure how J'zargo is going to react. But she'd rather know for sure than go on not knowing at all. So she's taking him to the sacred tree. And there she'll ask if he'd like to be life mates. Because Shalal would like that very much. And to her, this is the perfect place to ask. It's so beautiful here. Surely if he was to say yes, their union would be blessed here. J'zargo, There is a question we would like to ask. We have enjoyed our time with you. This one would very much love to be your life mate, if it's what you want as well. Would you be interested in being life mates with Shalal?
Of course.
You would! And he answered without hesitation. Shalal has never felt such joy. Until the end, then.
It would seem so.
Shalal's heart is full of love and excitement. This is a day she has wished for so long, and never thought would come true. Mara has blessed her this day, blessed her with a partner of her own, one that she cares for dearly. How lucky is she to have met J'zargo? It was meant to be. Their promise to one another is enough of a bond for Shalal. But the traditions of Skyrim have always fascinated her. And being an agent of Mara and a member of the Temple of Mara, Shalal's seen a few traditional marriages in Skyrim. And she wouldn't be opposed to having one of her own. So, she'll discuss that with J'zargo and see if he'd be open to it as well. But if not, it matters not. The promise J'zargo and her have made to one another is also enough for Shalal. Shalal was taught that when Khajiit bond, they do so only once in their lifetime. And so she plans on being with J'zargo for a very, very long time. Hopefully, they can continue to do the bidding of Mara and Azora together. For there is still much to do. Shalal can't wait to return to Whiterun and share the exciting news with her parents. She knows they'll be just as excited as she is, because they've come to grow quite fond of J'zargo. They've arrived back in Whiterun, a little bit of a journey, but it felt like no time passed at all. They enjoyed each other's company along the way. Shalal's heading straight to the warehouse because she's bursting with excitement and she can't wait to talk to her parents. She's going to tell them everything. And after this, she'd very much like if they could all have dinner together and just enjoy each other's company. J'zargo seems very excited as well and shows it in his own way. More so proud, she would say, than excitement. There's her mother. Mother! Are you well?
This one needs something?
We need nothing, Mother. We've come to give you good news. Shalal's going to take the time
Need something?
and tell her parents of her new bond with J'zargo. And hopefully they can all go to the Tundra homestead, the home she's given to her parents, and have a meal together. She misses them and would like to spend some time with them. And this is where we're going to be leaving things for today, friend. Hopefully you enjoyed today's episode. Please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Oh. And I always love to get any comments you might like to share as well. Like always, thank you for spending this time with me today, friend, and I will see you in the next video.